I'm Elena Joy, and I am the artist behind Painted Thingies. I started my dive into street art about 4 years ago, and I recently moved to Philly. I've been here about a year, and I moved here because of the sense of community that's here, and all the opportunity that's here for the arts, and all the opportunities that we can create here. I love art with a message, art with passion. It's leaving a piece of yourself out in the world. I have a favorite quote that says that our fingertips don't leave the lives that we touch, and as street artists, we're quite literally leaving a tangible, visible mark of ourselves on the world, and I think that it makes our world a more beautiful place, and I want to be part of that. I started art as like a means of therapy kind of my whole life, and then I lost it. I was diagnosed with chronic illnesses when I was 22, and I went on a health journey and I stopped creating. And then I always would go back and forth to it. I did other means of creating. I was a barber and I went to culinary school and was a chef for a while. And then I started going back to art, and I was doodling on everything, making drawings all the time. And then I met Joe, and he really instilled in me that art is important and that I had to put my art out there, and I did the same for him. 4 years ago, I was coming out of a divorce. It was domestic violence. I was living in the house that I had shared with my ex-husband and been abused in. I was there with him all throughout COVID. His mom lived with us, and she was sick and dying during COVID. She ended up dying in front of both of us. He lost his fucking mind when that happened and got worse. And I couldn't create. Every drop of creative energy was just gone. I was just focused on surviving. So I started hustling, and I had no time to create. I was working 24/7. I wasn't working from home at the time. If I wasn't working, I was in fucking court. And one day, my friend mentioned to me that I should try going on like internet dating. I got a message from this guy named Joe, who was a photographer and obviously really read my like profile that was word vomit while I was stoned. He saw what was happening. We like started dating. We met in person. I was totally honest with him. I didn't hide where I was. I was still legally married. I was still in the midst of trying to get a divorce. And once we moved into our own spot, he was like, you really need to, like, you keep telling me that I need to do more with my photography. You need to do more with your art. You need to create more. You need to start doing more. So we ended up doing a show together. Once I caught that creativity again, like it just went full force. And it was a studio apartment, 250 square feet, queen bed, middle of the room. And I would put garbage bags down and canvases down on the bed, and I would work at my desk from home and walk around the bed and climb on the bed to paint like big paintings. Some of these were painted like that. I was just like, whatever, doing whatever I wanted. I made an Instagram. Some people started liking the art. I reached out to an artist that I had really liked for a while, told them that their artwork was amazing. They sent a picture of my artwork back and was like, no, that's how you draw a flower. And I was like, I don't know how to get into gallery shows or anything. I was looking at craft fairs, but I'm not having luck. I hate being like, it's just not my spot. And he's like, well, I have a solo show coming up. I'm gonna split it with you. And I was like, no. And next thing I knew, he sent me a post that he had already sent to the gallery to collab with, and I was on the poster with him. And that was it. After that, I started showcasing art. I started creating more and more, and Joe really just guided me. I went and saw a sticker movie out here in Philly, and it just became a way to just further integrate. Like, anything can be in a gallery, anything can be art. And it's just like, I don't leave the house without stuff. If I see a wall with paste ups on it, that's where I'll put paste ups. If I see something with stickers already on it, that's where I'll put stickers. If I see somewhere with tags, like I love tags, I love graffiti, but I'm not at the point where I feel like my work is respectful enough towards that medium. So like, I'll appreciate it and keep moving. Unless I'm with another established artist that's like, I'm teaching you today, like we can put stuff here. I feel like you just follow the people that came before you, and like out here, people aren't gatekeepers. Like, if you speak up, I don't know who people are. I see them doing cool art, and I'm like, can you teach me? I've never had someone say no. I couldn't create. Nothing was coming out. Like, there was like a black, like I couldn't. And it's so easy for me usually to get things out and just like throw it on the canvas. Like, that's what I use to like get the anger and everything else out. So it's really hard to not be able to do that. And I started a mental health journey, and I realized that you have to surround yourself with the right people, and you have to allow yourself to be just authentic and a mess, and you have to just create and create and create. Not everything you create is going to be good. One of my art sisters, she's such a blessing, her name's Ala K Art. She picked me up off the ground, and like that's someone that I've only known for 2.5 years, and she's more family to me than any family member I have. She's like, pick another medium. I was like, I just don't think I can paint right now. And she's like, okay, so don't paint. She's like, you have markers, you have this. So I was talking in a group chat with a bunch of artists that I'm with, and we all recommend stuff to each other all the time. It's like a 228 group. Know your surroundings, know where you're at, know what you should and shouldn't be doing just by following other people. Like, if you see a wall and you don't see any stickers on it, but there's a ton of like graffiti and throwies and things like that, maybe don't put a sticker over someone else's art. If you see a sticker and you want to add to it, but don't cover someone unless it's like faded and already peeling off. Otherwise, move and find a different spot. Like, there's room for everyone. Let shit ride until it fades. If someone's falling off, fix it for them. I always have wheat paste on me or stickers. Like, if I see someone's that's peeling, I won't put over it. I'll like fix it for them and then add to it. I just feel like it should be like a continuation. That's where collaboration comes from. These huge pieces of graffiti that you see, it's often not one artist. It's so many artists that have added or are doing it together. It's a community. It's a collaborative art form. She Posse. She's been so inspirational and so kind to me. She's that artist that I was following forever that I just reached out to, and she's been nothing but supportive and has taught me so much. Monster Dan, another person that's just like big in collaboration. He actually runs Art Battle out in Seattle. So when I did Art Battle, he's like, ask me anything you want. I want to bring street art into like a gallery setting more and more. That's always been my mission. Oh my God, I don't even know. Street art turns the outside world into a mini accessible gallery. And it deserves just as much space inside as it does outside. And the artists deserve just as much recognition, if not more. Most street artists have like clawed and climbed and like done what they could to take up space because nobody was giving them the space. So if we all band together, we can create space. Ala was telling me, she's like, before you know it, you're gonna be back to like your full self. Everything's gonna be good. Just take care of yourself. And it was really great because Joe was feeling guilty going and working a full-time job out of the house with me, like literally on the ground. So if it wasn't for the two of them, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I don't know if I ever would have gone back. I think maybe I would have quit art like altogether. 2 weeks after I like snapped out of it, thanks to them, I got a text from a random artist or a DM on Instagram, random artist from Philly, and he's like, I love your work. I've loved it from afar for a long time. I'm just getting into curation. I would love to curate a show for you. He's trying to make space for erotic artists. I do a lot of erotic imagery. There's a lot of galleries that haven't given me space or allowed me to be in shows because of it. And my show is opening April 3rd, 6 to midnight. It's at Facelock Gallery, which is 1952 North 2nd Street, Philly. It's an awesome mocktail lounge and gallery, really comfortable space. There's gonna be live music. We have several bands coming, live creation. I have Miss Chaos coming from Portland. She's gonna live create with me. I have another artist from New York that's coming out. There's gonna be pop-up events through the month. It's going the whole month. All for things to see, to do, hands-on activities, something that's for all of us, for the community, to really all come together and Celebrate creating. Philly is like really slept on by other communities. I feel like a lot of people don't realize how beautiful Philadelphia really is. Artists here know the importance of collaboration, and that it's not about one of us or one of us making it. If one person eats in the community, everyone should. And those values are especially important now, just in the world that we're in. If we all band together and we all look after each other, we don't have anything to be afraid of, because the people that are in power right now that are doing horrific things, there's 20,000 of them, there's 350 million of us. So it starts here, it starts home, it starts building community and bonds with people. The people that you spend your time with, that you associate with, that you create with, that you share that vulnerability with, are like your end of the world buddies. That's your team, and you have to treat it that way. So it starts here. Artists that are like, they do so much, but they're not like in it for anything other than the art and like furthering the community, like I Am Whiskey, Bird, so many Philly artists, all Philly artists. Philly is so slept on, and it's so different here than it is in other communities. There's so like, Philly's known about collaboration before other artists realize that that's like the key missing ingredient in their community. And it's just beautiful to be a part of, but you just gotta do it the right way. You just gotta be respectful.